Sadly, I lost the footage from the end of episode 1. What you guys missed was our group finishing off the kobolds and marching onwards to the town of Galton. Arriving there, our group quickly went to the inn for some rest and refreshments. Upon arriving, our group started to eat, drink, and be merry. When Yuko started talking with the owner about some jobs around town, she learned that the local blacksmith was in need of help. Kelthus and Yuko went off to talk to the blacksmith. While off on this short venture, Yoj and Lucius stayed in the inn and continued to drink, when a local gang of ruffians came up to Yoj and started questioning him about the mask he took off a kobold. When Yoj tried to play off the aggressive advances of this drunk man, he and his buddies clearly had a bone to pick with Yoj, and it looks like we have the makings of a good old-fashioned tavern brawl.
Welcome back to Dungeons and Shenanigans. Okay. This is the second episode of our new campaign. Okay. It's day 2 of our Dungeons and Shenanigans campaign. Yoj and Lucius are being hassled in the bar by the gang in the town of Galton. Yuko and Kelthus were off at the blacksmith to buy some knickknacks here and there, but also to pick up a quest. And now they're heading back to the inn, and we left off with Yoj being hassled and him threatening them with his almighty powerful deity, the fist.
Specifically, he's holding Yoj up.
Specifically,
He's being held up.
the guy has him like...
He has his bow drawn.
Yes. And
I have yet to do that.
Oh,
No,
yes,
he did
yes.
not draw it. He's
So,
already.
as Yoj is like threatening him with the fist, they all just laugh in his face. Okay, and we're starting off with Yuko.
It starts with me, then it would go to me.
Okay, you are now heading back to the inn, which is called Dietrich's Drafts, with I just said it. Oh, you were with Kelthus, your brother.
If it helps, you know Warcraft Kel'Thuzad?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. So you've got the quest, and he's walking back with
Well,
you.
we need to sleep to heal up.
Yeah, you guys kind of need to heal up. Which the coal shipment, which he's missing from the Yak's Head mine, is already overdue. So another day won't hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. Heading back to the inn. It's about noon now. Okay. And back at the inn, everyone's kind of like cleared away from you guys. You know, they expect this kind of like action from these group of fellas that are interacting with you. So they've all either filed out or like backing away as fast as they can. You guys hear chairs screeching on the on the wooden floors and tables being pushed out of the way.
I'm opening up.
Dietrich has kind of like pushed himself away from the bar, but his hands are still on the bar. And you're turned around facing the guys,
Right.
and he's like still at the bar.
Food that
He's still eating at the bar.
Kelthus gave me.
Yeah.
Also gave him bread and money.
And with his back to the guys.
Right.
Okay? So, Yuko and Kelthus, you guys are approaching the bar.
Okay.
Okay? Yoj, you are
Yes.
currently in the grasp of a very ugly, very territorial dickwad.
I know. Just don't roll low.
What are you rolling for?
I'm gonna do Fist of Fury. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of this guy and then take the other two down and then turn around and drink my grog. I don't have time for this bullshit.
Okay.
Alright?
Okay, you're gonna roll your flurry of blows. Go ahead.
Please, Lord.
Oh, 15.
15, excellent. Plus my unarmed Fist of Fury, plus 2, so 1 die 6 plus 2. So I got 17.
On the die.
17 on the dot.
17 on the die.
This is going to be something new that we're doing right now. I learned this from another DM of mine who's been doing it for years. What we're going to do is role play.
Okay.
Haha.
Haha.
We're going to role play what we're doing instead of rolling for it. Okay?
Oh.
Oh, because we're
Okay.
still in the town setting.
Yeah,
'Cause we're
but
still in
however,
town.
if you try to do something outlandish, like a feat you don't have,
Right.
it's still, there will be reactions.
Okay. So I'm basically doing Fist of Fury, taking this guy down to the ground
Okay.
like he's butter, and then the other two, if I roundhouse kicked on them bastards and put them down, then I turn around and drink my beer and tell Big John, don't worry about his boat.
Okay. You lay 2 good ones right on the button. Bam, bam. You just make him go click, click. And then as he falls to the ground, he lets go of you. But then the other 2 guys, they like wrap one of their arms around your arm and they just start doing this. So the 2 guys have, one guy has your left arm, the other guy has your right arm, and they're doing like this, like into the chest. Bam, bam, bam. They're just laying into you.
Okay.
What do you do?
After hearing the thud of, I'm guessing the leader hit the ground,
You also heard them say, get it.
I go ahead, just in a calm yet quick manner, set my food down, spin around on the stool, quickly drawing 2 arrows in my bow, launching it, and I'm like, step away.
Okay. Is that exactly how you say it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm getting my ass kicked.
Okay.
This sucks.
This is when you guys walk through the door. Yuko and Keltis. You guys walk through the door, and these 2 guys throw Yoj at you. And you have a split second to react. How do you react?
Sidestep to the.
Done.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
Sidestepping
sidestep.
off the stool.
I got sidestep. Okay. As Yoj is thrown at you, and you sidestep,
I hit the bar.
you kind of like land on your side on a stool and then topple to the ground.
Okay.
The other guys like clamber on top of you and just start laying into you as well.
Okay.
So then, like as you're on the ground, Yoj, you see him being beaten up, and then one of the 2 guys switches over and you're both just being assaulted on the ground.
Damn.
It's more like a street brawl
Yeah.
rather than they're actually trying to kill you.
Right, they're just beating up.
So that's what you guys see as the once packed in bar that you guys had left is now being turned into a ballroom blitz. Yes.
Ballroom
Blitz.
What are you trying to do?
It's.
Okay. So is our turn to react?
Yes, it is your turn to react.
Melissa, do you want to go first?
No, you can. I'll follow.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'm just gonna shoulder check him.
Okay.
I'll stick him with my old.
So you run. You kind of like have to like move chairs and tables out of the way as you go, but your wings kind of help with that. And then you just like get low and shoulder check into them, and just like an accordion, flop, flop, bam. They're just like a crunching sound, and then you guys are just on top of. There's 3 guys, including you, now on top of Yoj, and Lucius, who are on the ground, pretty much beaten to a pulp, and now there's still people on top of them. So, Melissa, your character's at the door, and
Assist.
then that's when Kara's character walks through,
Right.
Oh, hello.
I'm becoming a part of this.
and she like folds her arms and leans against the door frame. The boys are at it again.
What is going on here?
I'm gonna stay out of it. Let them handle it.
Exasperated sigh.
What?
With an exasperated sigh.
You ran in there like a fucking idiot.
Help your boys! When your boys are in a street fight, you help your boys.
That's right.
She like pulls out a butterbeer from her pocket and hands you one.
Want one? Just do it. Just watch.
Tink. I'm watching the boys handle themselves. Okay, back to the guys. The one that had been knocked out, he's kind of like going. If you've ever seen an MMA fighter get knocked out, they immediately try to get up and continue the fight. So he's like.
Silencio.
And he starts fiddling through his pockets. He's like.
Uh-oh.
So the other guys, they're like wrestling with you. You know, they're in like kind of like a full mount position. The one that was on top of Yoj is still kind of on top of him, but he's just in the bar now. So he's like shoving the other guy back, and he gets up And as he does, he just starts stomping on you, Yosh. Just stomping on you.
Fucker.
The other guy, like, balances off the other dude, and then, like, just starts to get up and walk away. But he's clambering over you, so he's, like, pushing you down on top of Big John so he can get up and get away. And as he gets to his feet, he looks over and sees you two by the door, and then he's just like, because you guys are dressed similarly as I laid out in the previous episode. So he like goes into his pocket, and before you can stop him, he blows into a whistle. And it's not a high-pitched squealing whistle. It's more like, who has what's your character's
Like a
race?
dog whistle.
Half elf.
Your character's race?
Yeah.
Your character's race?
Raptorian.
Character's race? Elf. Okay, you two, because I know you're a Raptoran, you two hear this. You kind of, she definitely hears this, because you're a half elf.
Still have the same hearing ability.
Okay, well, you still kind of hear it. But she hears it, and it's like a, it sounds like wind chimes, kind of, but in a long, steady, instead of like one tone, like, you know, the wind chimes. It's like a long, steady tone like that. And it kind of like, it reminds you of something, but you can't place it. So you're just like, where's that from? I know I've heard that sound before. And you have. Your character has definitely heard that sound before, but she can't place it right now. And so what he does, after he's blown the whistle, blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
No.
No? Okay.
Go home, you're drunk.
He puts the thing away, and then you both see him do this.
Shadow Clone Jiu-Jitsu.
Does he pop as well, or?
Yes, he pops it and locks it.
Nice.
Pop, lock, and drop it.
As he went back for the whistle that he put away, he pulls out two metal things and goes like this.
So we're gonna have to actually
I
deal with
literally
him.
just go.
Maybe I should come
Exasperate.
Maybe I should come dealt with it before.
And
We
then-
don't want to deal with
They
this.
wanted to stay low key, that's all.
Pretty sure we ended the low key when we started to fall off.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Drink this, eat those.
You're not supposed to drink your fries.
No,
Anyone want fries?
I'm
Where'd you go?
Huh? I'll take your fries. I haven't had breakfast.
I would have offered you one.
Isn't this breakfast time? Okay. So
No, I would have offered you something.
they went. Your turn.
Standing up,
Okay.
he's the one still cracked.
There's one still on top of him.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
Stepping behind him. I slip my bow over his face, pull back and let go.
Wait. The string is over his face?
Uh-huh. It's like pulling real hard.
Bam!
Let go.
Right in the back of the head. I love it. Good call.
You see his head comes like, and then it thwacks the back of his head, and then he like falls forward. He's no longer on top of Joe, but he's like still like kind of in front of him, towards the top of his head. Okay?
I reached down and helped Joe up.
Cool.
Joe, what do you do after being helped up?
Where's the guys at now? The bad guys.
Bad guys, one is in the center of the room, and you notice something metal now on his hands. The other guy is like struggling to get up. He's like at a half knee right now. And then the other guy is kind of like, as you're laying, he's
Oh, I got up.
he's like by your head.
Okay. So as I got up, I'm gonna reach over and grab my grog and drink it.
Okay.
Back to why you were originally sitting
Oren,
there, I
it is
guess.
your
Yes,
turn.
great.
You're still on the ground. John helped up Yoj, but not you. Because you were on the ground on top of Yoj.
Well, he can get up easily. He's not
Oh,
good
yeah.
or anything.
Yeah. No,
No one hit you
He's
or
drunk
nothing.
though.
A little bit.
He's only tipsy because he went
What
for
does
that
your
walk
character
with
do?
you.
Huh?
What does your character do?
Well, so he's up with him.
Why?
I'm gonna get up
What?
and just with them.
Okay.
So we're all like together now. and we can react to
Right.
whatever happens.
Okay.
Find out what's going on
You
here.
guys still standing by the door?
Oh wait.
Go ahead.
Can I reach in my pocket and grab something? Because
Sure.
I know I have it. My thunderstone.
Sure.
Oh, shit.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna.
God.
My right hand.
Yeah.
But there are no Eevees here to evolve.
Ah.
And Pikachu wants to stay a Pikachu.
First off, Raichu way better. Faster.
No, it's not. Have you seen that episode of Pokemon?
Oh, it's not episode game. Like the statistically.
Oh,
Yeah.
They have a higher speed.
we
But
don't.
they're not as attractive.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
ugly.
not.
Pichus are
Plus,
cuter.
one's a boy, one's like
I
a
love the
boy,
hustle
one's a
and my own.
girl in the show,
I know. Yeah.
which is weird because they
I'm
transform
gonna
into each
move
other.
away from the door.
Okay,
Yeah,
like
it's not
inward or
Russell
outward?
and mine.
Yeah.
Inwards towards
Ah.
like the wall.
It's,
Okay.
I think it's plus
So,
nine.
so
and I'm
Melissa's
gonna motion
character
for her to move to the other side.
shifts
Yeah, we'll
out of
just-
the way,
Get out of the doorway.
which pretty smart move. So you guys kind of like shift, like here's the door. Instead of standing in it, you guys kind of like shift to the opposite opposing
Yeah.
sides
Yeah.
like that.
I don't assume we're gonna get ganged up, guys.
And your wolf looks at you, and then just like comes around and like sits on your left side because
Yeah.
it was like standing behind you on the right side.
Your baby wolf.
Well, by this point, he'd probably be about around 4 months.
Well,
Pup.
I wanted you to have a full-grown wolf, so
Okay.
it's like it's a full-grown wolf, but it's still like it's like a
It's-
companion.
Like
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then they're not technically an adult. because
Still
it's
pups.
puppy.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
one guy gets up. Well, the guy who was knocked out gets up completely. So the guy who was knocked out and had taken come up to a knee the last time, now he's like getting himself steadied and like not really though. He's still like groggy,
Yeah.
putting on his little
Fist of Fury.
weapons there, and then he starts staggering toward toward Big John's character, who is named Lucius. You need to stop that. But your attention is kind of on the guy in front of you, who you just thwacked with a bow. So
Which-
you just feel a wild haymaker come and like slam into your back.
Ooh.
Do I fall into the bar or into the guy?
You kind of like stumble into the guy and can like kind of turn around and you see the dude like, come on. He just looks fucking out of it. The other guy feels you thump into him. He turns around with your bow still dangling around his neck, and then he grabs you. He turns and then like throws you at the bar, and you kind of like double end. Your legs catch the bar.
As I'm being tossed, can I actually try and grab the bow and pull him along with me?
Sure.
Do you want me to roll
No,
this?
let's.
or-
You know what? I'm just gonna do a percentile check here, okay? So that way, there's some legitimacy to it. Not much, but some. Okay. High or low?
Low.
41. You grab the bow, and as he throws you, it's like a boomerang, and you both get thrown. Like
Oh,
you
the
land,
bar.
you land on your back on the other side of the bar,
And
while
I guess-
he lands on his stomach,
On top of the bar.
and you're still like this. Do you want to let it go?
Yes.
Pop!
Yeah.
Okay, now I gotta ask. Does the bow actually fly off his head this time?
No, it stays there.
Is this the wooden side or the
The
rubber
wood side, no, the wood
What's the
side.
side hit him in the face?
Yeah.
Instead of on the back of the head, it's in the face.
And he gets knocked out. So
He's gonna.
his nose is just bleeding on you. And
Oh man. All over
Relishing
the
in the
bar.
blood.
Age check.
what?
Oh, you said AIDS check.
And so that guy
Get that test.
attacks. The other guy who put his knuckles on, he then walks over to Yosh. This is the one who's in the center of the room who called for help, although you don't know that's what he did.
Right.
He comes up to you and he just goes, "Wow!" Like right into your chest.
Did it hurt?
Oh yeah, it hurt. You weren't really ready for it, but you feel like a thwack in your side a little bit, you know.
Right.
So now he's like full on. Like you look at this guy and you're like, this motherfucker has spent time somewhere doing something because he's like covering up, he's like checking, you know, and you're like, this guy knows how to fight.
Right.
And you notice for the first time that he has iron knuckles.
Iron knuckles on.
Yeah.
Brass knuckles.
Oh.
Yeah, brass is a little bit too hard to come by in this town.
Well, the iron,
So
yeah.
they just
iron,
go straight up iron.
Iron knuckles.
Okay. And then, yeah, it's your guys' turn now.
Do something.
We're not really playing with HP and
Yeah.
non-lethal damage right now.
Yeah,
This
we're
is just
Bar
this
and
is a
fight.
role play session.
Yeah.
Brawling.
Just brawling. Just don't kill them, okay?
These people are gonna have a headache when they wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Get
don't.
realize what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't kill them.
I didn't start it though.
Yeah.
I'm just helping.
You are helping.
You're
By the
not
way,
making
Kara?
it any better.
You and John are the only ones who articulated that was a call for help.
Okay.
So that's something you might want to share with everybody.
Okay.
A little busy.
Yeah, he's
He's having too much fun whacking people in the face with a bow.
So Melissa,
I-
what
I-
did your
Not a bad
character
idea.
do?
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed causing pain. Right?
Is there a guy facing him right now?
No, actually, which is something I forgot about. He's just standing up in the chaos.
Oh,
One
Put my
guy
hand in my
had
pocket.
gone after John,
okay.
and he's now over the bar, slumped.
Okay.
Another guy had come over and had come over and attacked Big John. That's how he wound up
Oh,
with the
now
other
that
guy
I
who
think
threw
about
him
those
over.
two arrows are probably
And
broken
then
now.
the knocked out guy who's stammering around is now going
Back
tits
up.
up with
Definitely not still on the
going
boat.
tits up with Yoj right now.
Yeah. They
Fist to
were
fist,
probably
hand
on the
to hand.
ground, got stepped on, broken, and
Yeah.
So what does your character want to do?
Just have been trying to help.
How?
I'm down to 16 arrows.
Are any of them distracted at all?
Oh, those two that you knocked?
Yeah, broken. I figured that.
Is any of one of the guys distracted at all right now?
The one guy,
Yeah, he's straight on me.
yeah, there's two guys still out, in the fight right now. One of them is squared up with Joe. They're kind of like pacing
So
side to
backs
side.
to me?
Yeah, his back would be faced to you, but there's another guy who's like standing around who's just looking for someone to hit.
I thought it before.
Okay.
Angry
So
Orchard's
while
a
one is
lot better.
distracted, another
Let's
one's
see
just
how
looking
long
for an
we're
excuse to attack somebody.
Angry Orchard's harder.
Okay. So
It's better.
Well, no, it's like harder. Like
No.
it has more liquor.
I look at her, and then I
But it
look at
still
the
tastes
guy
good
looking
because it
for
has more
someone
of
to
an
fight,
aftertaste
and
to
I'm like, come on, let's go handle it.
I should tell everybody and just announce it.
Okay, what do you want to say?
That the guy was calling for help.
Okay, the only one who really hears you is Melissa.
And then I
But I
just
do
go,
announce it.
Okay. You hear it.
I'm not
Pay
doing shit. I
attention.
can hear it.
I just
Yeah,
go.
you hear it, and you're all in the combat right now.
Yeah.
This is a worthy opponent you
Yeah.
found.
Yeah. This is right on.
Not
Fists.
that those kobolds weren't, but you had tricky dice that time.
I know.
We all
See,
did.
those
we
guys
all
used to
did.
love me, so they should be good for you.
I'm hoping he's gonna get a chance to go to book.
Okay.
Unless they're
Yeah, I
sexist.
looked at her and then looked
Yeah,
at the
until
guy
next
who
week.
was like looking
Yeah.
for people. And I'm like, come on.
I'm like, I have
Okay.
pretty dice.
So as you
now,
approach him, do you draw any weapons or anything?
I pull out my crossbow,
Okay.
but I don't
Oh,
want to shoot
shit.
at him.
Okay.
I want to hit him.
You want to hit him with your crossbow. Okay. So
Okay.
tell me how you do this. This guy is like looking around.
I assume one of us can distract him.
That's a big assumption.
But there's two of us and one of him.
And
Okay.
a puppy.
And a puppy.
Well, we're going with what you're doing right now.
Well, is it the one that's like
If you wanted to have like
Yeah,
a
it's
cooperative kind of thing, you would
Yeah.
have to talk to
The one that
her
went
beforehand on what you're going to
You
do.
Back.
kind of have to
Saying,
inform
come on,
me
let's go,
beforehand.
is
Well,
kind of like
check
leaving
you.
it open there.
yeah?
Pull out my crossbow. And
Okay.
I walk over to him.
You pull out your
Thank you.
crossbow.
Thank
And
you
you
for
walk
getting
over
block
to
check
him.
because that would hurt.
He looks at you and he goes, yeah.
He's still a
And then I
little
just kinda-
broken. You broke him.
Just kind of look at him.
That'll make a man with fists
Okay.
stop real quick.
Your turn.
Holding just a.
Exasperated
out base
style.
weapon
Like,
in your face.
this
Oh,
got
I
out of
did it,
hand.
and they
This
threw him into me.
escalated.
Yeah, they didn't
This
care.
is not supposed to be this way.
These are like dumb
Mhm.
thugs, dude.
Don't worry, I'm right next to you though.
I know.
I'll Unless you want this.
No, I'm Fist of Fury and I want this.
You want it?
I want to beat the
One
fuck
you
out
want?
of it. Yeah.
Not gonna do anything.
Hey,
but
I won't jump
actually
in.
You can
distract
actually
the
do
guy.
that from where you are right now and just tell him to
Hey,
attack.
did he
Yeah.
make you
So
spill
we'll
your
do that,
grog?
because I don't actually want to physically get
I think I
involved.
still
Okay.
got it.
What is your handle animal?
Because that's what I was saying about, because that'll really make you mad.
We're not gonna roll for
Oh,
skills
but I
right
say,
now, but
ask him.
It's
Can
only
you make me
a
spill
2
it?
because nobody,
If he
like,
says
we
yes,
didn't know
that's when I
exactly
go
what
in.
we were doing.
Ooh.
okay.
So I still threw something in there for this.
We'll just give it a 10 because you're
I
not
think I
being
said
threatened
I
right
don't
now.
have
Yeah.
rage.
So with a 10 plus 2 is a 12.
And
So-
Nancy
Okay.
You can
So
go berserk.
something.
how do you command him to attack? Like you
Because
gotta.
everybody can.
How do you indicate this person? Like how do you attack
I
them?
wouldn't want to go to
How do
bed
you want your
anyway.
wolf to behave?
You
This
start
is the
attacking
part
Because
where
when
I-
you're
yeah.
done and you give him his command, you're done and it's up
Yeah.
to him.
Um,
Wow, she's buffering.
I don't normally send animals to attack things, so it takes a second here to figure out how
You
one
put
of
that
them
in.
is. You guys aren't helping me think any faster. You're being a distraction. It's like squirrel.
Squirrel. Squirrel.
You ever see a video of a attack dog?
Would you let her
Canine?
think? Goddammit!
No. Squirrel. I'll just tell it, like, I'll point to the person and tell it to attack the way we need.
Okay. What's your dog's name?
Konayosha.
Konyosha.
Aww.
Konyosha.
Attack!
Attack.
Attack!
He looks at you. He looks at it, at the dude, and then he goes. The dog kind of looks at you, looks at it, looks at you, and goes. It kind of like licks his chops loudly, and then like stamps his foot one time. And you get the opinion that, much like her, he's gonna wait while he's distracted before he goes in for the kill.
Boys are being boys. That's
Long range fighter, ranger.
You say that, and he goes, "Ruff."
pretty much.
Okay. The guy on top of, kind of on top of you is knocked out. Dietrich kind of comes over to you, takes the bow off of his head, stands you up, and says, "You need to get out of here. More are coming. These cowards always call for help."
Yeah.
With slightly Bruce. I gotta figure that. Sounds like fun.
And then he goes, he like kind of like, as he's helping you up, he's got one arm on your forearm, one on your back. He goes, "Your funeral." And then he goes into the back room, and then you just hear, "Ka-choom."
Oh shit.
Can
That was
you
a
not
bartender?
die, guys?
That
Yeah.
was,
Do I
It said,
see
it
splash
kinda,
here?
it's,
mhm.
hey guys, I think we're in a bit of trouble.
At that time,
Uh,
an arrow comes from the door and then thumps right into the bar between you and the other gang member. Boom.
Oh shit.
And then from the entrance, you just see two guys appear in cloaks, and they kind of like, instead of coming in, they like dash inwards like this.
Oh, like fucking ninjas.
And actually, that's more like
Standing
a
against the wall.
CQC.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so one is like directly in front of you because he hasn't seen you at all.
I was
standing
actually gonna
there.
like
Can I just
slap
pretend
someone
to
against
be
the head and just go.
invisible? You can't
Just like
see
staying
me.
still.
Can't see me, just
If I can't see you, you can't see me.
And then since they're kind of like crouched, you see, all you see is cloak and then arm, hand crossbows.
Oh.
Those two?
Into the room. Yeah.
Ah.
So like the way they've entered the room, it's kind of like one from the left side, one from the right side. They cross over coming into the room, and one has ended up in front of her because she hasn't moved yet, and the other one has come in behind you because you moved forward a little bit. They have their hand crossbows pointed at you over the bar, pointed at Yoj
Oh really?
standing
man.
up, and then another one has both of his like kind of like this pointed at you, but you don't know that. This is what you see though. Okay.
Whose turn is it?
It's still their turn. They've moved. This guy, who is fighting you, Yosh, looks at you, and he kind of like backs up a minute, and then he goes, "This one's mine! This one's mine!" And then he like thwacks the irons together, and then goes in for a, kind of an attack. You're like in the moment now, and you go up for a block.
Hell yeah.
You block it, but it does give you some slight bruising here, just because of the iron.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm still fist of fury on his ass then.
The other guy is like berserking up to you, Melissa. Okay. He gets close enough to you to where you could. Is your crossbow loaded, ready to go?
I believe so.
Okay. Now I am gonna allow you a reflex to pull the trigger before he gets up to you. Do you want to pull the trigger?
I didn't want to kill him.
Okay. Do you want to wing him?
I wanted to hit him, yeah.
Okay.
Just like
What part do you want to hit him?
Put him in the shoulder.
Okay.
something non-lethal.
And
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So let's say you aim for the like flank, like up here kind of thing. Okay.
Right here, if I was.
Okay. With the
So
low,
bust the shoulder
what?
blade
Higher low.
Yeah, just
and not hit any.
decommission his arm, not any vital organs.
Low.
And well,
Okay. Well, it's still a low.
veins.
With a low, you kind of like shoot him and like a little inwards from the shoulder, and then like right here. So he like, whoa! So he's distracted right then. Okay. And that guy is squaring up with Joe. The other one's knocked out, and this one came up to you. Okay. Now, Big Joe, your turn.
Okay.
You're behind the bar.
Seeing what's pointed directly at me, I duck down behind the bar as fast as possible, not seeing another arrow getting ready to pop back up in fire.
Okay. As you're beneath the bar, you see, like normally underneath the bar, there would be glasses, pitchers of all different kinds of stuff. Beneath this bar, you see something different. Okay. You see a hand axe, but it's not like a normal hand axe. It's etched in gold, and then the axe part of it is it's like got a clean like this, but I forget what they call it. Like this bladed part here, it's more spiked like that instead of being a straight line. Okay, and then the eye here, it forms like a gust of wind.
Okay.
Magic axe. Grab it.
And you think that's a pretty fine axe looking there. Okay, so as you're knocked back, you're like, huh.
Ooh, shiny. Squirrel.
Do we intend on fighting all these people?
I'd not.
Okay, you grab it.
No, I mean like the whole group.
As you
You're not
grab
in
it,
the building.
you feel it go
We intend on
in your hand.
fighting until we
like
knock out everyone, or
it
just
vibrates
till we get out of
rapidly in your
I
hand.
wanted
Okay.
grog and a place
What do
to
you do with
sleep. That's all I wanted. Now I'm stuck with this guy because I like to fight, but
Okay,
this
Yosh,
guy
your turn. This
I'm
guy.
beating the shit out of this guy.
Okay, you're going for a flurry
I'm
of
going
blows?
in for it.
Okay, are you trying to kill him or are you trying to
No,
incapacitate?
I want to fight him. He's fists, man. He's using his fists and he's glorifying his fists. So I'm using my, what's it called? My deity, my religion, my knowledge, and I'm going in for a good fight.
Okay.
Because I want to distract. I want to let these guys kind of do what they want to do. So I want to kind of keep this guy. Because I don't know. I didn't hear her say there's more coming. So
Right.
I'm thinking that this is just. I'm having fun basically. And I wanted to ask, did he knock my grog out of my hand?
No.
So I still got my grog. So I'm
Yeah.
having fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm drinking and fighting. I'm having.
Do you want to
this
be
is perfect.
tactical or do you want to?
I want to be knowledgeable and tactical. Yes.
Okay.
I want to be very
What you do
precise.
is you kind of like switch a little bit so that these guys have to shoot past their guy to
Right.
hit you.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I got you. Now give me a reaction here in the next like 50 seconds.
I want to keep on fighting him
Okay.
because I'm enjoying the fact that he knows how to fight.
How do you hit him? Where?
I'm going to hit him face, body, a lot of body tackles, a lot of blocks.
Okay. So you do like a front ball kick to a solar plex, because he's expecting a knockout, fist striking game.
Right.
You hit him in the solar plex.
Because I want to overpower him.
You go down, and then you just knock him clean in the face.
Right.
He staggers back a little bit, cupping his face, but he's ready for it now. He's
Okay.
like, all right, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, so where do we leave off?
We're going to leave off with me having a good
Me
fight.
behind the thing then. When you said into the
You
fight.
grab the sexy axe.
Yes, you grab the sexy axe. You
I'm having fun.
And I think you literally stopped on him squaring up and doing
Yeah.
his attack.
okay?
Yeah.
So that's what that happened. Oren, we've kind of like glossed over you a little bit.
A little bit, but that's fine. I'm just gonna. He's 1v1ing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's up with someone.
I'm having a
You're
religion.
kind of playing monkey in the middle right now.
I'm having a religious
I'm
experience.
basically between. There's the bar. There's
bar,
Joe.
Yosh, and-
There's Yosh. There's
Yeah.
the guy. There's
Right.
me. There's Melissa. Or then there's
Well,
Yuko.
legit. Yeah,
Yuka.
and then the person she's fighting, and then her.
And I'm
Are-
just standing
your
against
character's
her.
name
Are
is
the people with
Donna?
crossbows at all
No,
paying
that's the
attention to
other
me?
thing.
Vanessa.
No.
You're something Japanese.
No,
Noriko.
no,
Narumi.
No, Rumi. Okay.
Are the people with hand crossbows pointed at them?
You.
They're pointing at me. I thought you said there were two on her, one on him, one on him.
Yes.
Okay. So can I just
Call you
meander towards the door, like?
Okay.
Like making yourself look innocent when you're clearly dressed like these other people?
Yeah.
No.
No.
God damn it.
Can I explain the kind of clothing you guys were all wearing?
Yep. You look badass.
Yeah. You guys
I'm
look.
like, I've just accepted my drawing as.
Oh yeah, that's what your
everything,
character's
so-
wearing, but like underneath. Like on your guys' outer layer is kind of like
Black leather.
it's kind of like the what the fuck are they called?
Ever seen
Black
The Akatsuki.
Yeah.
From Naruto?
Uh-huh.
They've all got their own clothing underneath, but they have that one uniform
Right.
outer layer.
Right.
And your guys' uniform is just imagine the theme being leather, zippers, and buckles. That's like all
Okay.
your guys'
Kind of
thing.
covers everything up.
Okay. I'm just gonna. I have my hand in my.
Like the one from Fallen Angel you commented on.
I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. Yes, just like that.
So.
Oh my god.
So I have a spell components
Oh, my
pouch, but I
face.
don't have spell
You
components.
guys are.
I just store like my sling ammo,
Mhm.
just my 20 rocks, and then like my thunderstone.
Okay.
I just have my hand in that, and can I just? I'm waiting for. I guess I'm gonna let him fight the person he wants to fight, and if the other two start to get involved, I'm gonna just.
Okay. Ninja vanish.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna group ninja vanish. I'm gonna throw it up in the air and go, tell everyone to cover their ears.
Say shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
That's
Okay.
your
Our code
shenanigans.
word.
These shenanigans. Okay. Kara,
I'm
you
prepping the
are now
shenanigans.
glad that your dog waited for a second. Even though this is not what he was waiting for, but you're glad that he waited for a second. Do you do anything?
I
Like
want to stay invisible. They don't know I'm standing here. I would like
Okay.
to keep it that way.
Okay. Alright. Is that all you're
As long
gonna
as
do?
I can.
Is
Well, I'll
that
have my hand on my ears just in case. But
Okay.
I really don't want to get involved.
That's good. Melissa, what would
This
you
was
Yuko,
a pointless
what
fight
would
in
you
the
like
first
Well,
place you guys started.
This is
So,
a
I
religious
tapped the
experience
guy
for
on the
me.
shoulder.
This is literally, I'm having like this.
He kind of like
Like, you're having
staggered
fun.
back
Yeah.
5
This
feet,
is religious.
but he's
It
still
is,
like
it
eyes
is.
on you. You know what I
This is
mean?
a fish, man. He's
Okay.
challenging
But
me.
he's far enough away for you to be able to reload
You
your
guys are like,
crossbow.
oh god, great.
Is it a light crossbow? Do you have rapid reload? Okay. Then it's going to take you a full move to reload that crossbow. But since you were able to reload and he staggered back, you can fire at him this same turn.
In a non-lethal place.
Yeah.
Yes, I would do that.
But the only non-lethal place, because he's kind of like babying this shoulder.
That
The
should
only
have been a leg.
yes, that's what I was going to
Should've been a
suggest.
The other shoulder.
Okay. High low.
Well, then you couldn't really.
Take out his legs.
Yeah,
I-
then he'd
Couldn't
be like,
lift your arms that way.
You
Yeah,
miss,
he's got one right
and it
here,
just
he's got
like
one right
thumps
here.
in the wooden
Couldn't
floor
really-
between his
The
legs.
tendons
okay.
would catch them.
Yeah.
Which is good because you
the only
almost
place you'd be able to lift is right
you
here.
almost
That's
gave
it.
him a
And
bolt
that's
to
it,
the
like,
knee.
That-
sometimes the nerves will disable the nerve. The tendons.
I used to be in the net like you.
And don't move, it hurts.
So back to their turns. Yoch,
Yes.
this guy like kind of like wipes his face a little bit. He does one of these and like walks back in front of you.
Excellent. Good challenge.
As he comes up like this, he nails you right in the kneecap with a strong kick to the leg.
Okay. Ouch.
Ouch.
That's a strong leg. Because that usually breaks a leg.
He does that, and then he comes again with an elbow from the left side,
Okay.
smacking you right in the face.
Okay.
Okay, so
Do I
now,
spit any blood?
Hmm?
Do I spit any blood?
no,
Okay.
but you do feel a painful crack in your leg. You can still stand on it and support it and everything,
Yeah.
but your leg kind of went numb for a second.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
The other guy who was facing you, he kind of like drags himself forward, and then grabs your crossbow
Whoa.
and high or low.
Ooh. Challenge accepted.
Okay. He grabs the crossbow out of your hand
Whoa.
and then like smacks you with it. Because he's still woozy and in rage mode. So he just like, mine! And then smacks you upside the head with it.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't do your wolf.
Yeah.
My bad. So kind of rewind. Rewind. What happens is your wolf
Oh, you never
looks
rewinded?
at you.
That was great.
Your wolf looks at you and goes,
I almost feel like I should tell it not to, but
It kind of
I'm
like
not sure.
jumps on this guy's back, like arms on his shoulders, and just like tears into this guy's neck up here. And he goes, he's like, ah! And like the crossbows fire, and he's just like, ah!
Oh, is this one of the guys with the...
Have you ever tried speaking?
Yeah.
yourself
The
so
one in
backwards
front
and
of
playing
me.
reverse?
Oh, of course.
most likely.
It's hilarious.
So
No.
these bolts just kind of like go straight up, and then you're just like, Matrix.
Yeah, I'll be back here. You enjoy.
so as he's doing this, he kind of like drags him to the ground, and he's looking at you. He's like, ah.
What do I do now, Mom?
You can see blood, but you can also see that he hasn't really caused any damage yet.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
like
no, he's
looking
holding.
He's
to
just caused
you.
pain.
Yeah.
He's holding him.
He's looking to you for a cue.
Mhm.
You know, if he had thumbs, he'd be going like this.
What do I do, Mom?
Tell him to hold.
Okay. So he just kind of like holds him to the ground, and like whole of his body is on top of him, like his paws are on the dude's
Yeah.
arms. And every time the dude tries to move, he just growls. Super
Sounds
bad.
about right.
Except bites a little harder.
Okay. Okay, now.
Fast forward.
Fast forward. Now, the guy behind you, well, in front of you, yeah, behind you, hears the scream, and then that's when he notices you.
Yeah, I exist now.
So he looks over at you, and then over at Melissa, and then he kind of doesn't know who to shoot at right now.
Well, I'm
This
not
is the-
doing anything.
Yeah. Because the dog's
She got whacked in the face.
Okay, Melissa, you feel a sharp pain in your thigh
Oh, no.
as something just go.
Okay.
And this guy, in the same turn, tries to fire at you, but it kind of like just like goes right past you into the other wall.
Wasn't very well aimed.
No, because he was like out of the corner of his eye. It wasn't really a
He was
well placed
hopeful.
shot. Yeah, he was hopeful. Didn't really work out that well. Okay, so those two guys. You hear a breath of life from the guy you knocked out, but it's more like a. And you hear gurgled breathing.
Stay down.
He's lucky that
Sorry.
the blood is being drained from his face, because if he were on his back, he'd be drowning in his own blood right now. So you just kind of go, shut up. Okay, Melissa, your turn.
Okay. So I was just hit in the face and took an arrow to the thigh.
Yes.
So I'm probably really upset at this point.
Oh, yes. Did we skip your turn again?
No, he's after these two.
Oh, it's going to be your turn.
It's these two.
And then John. And
My
then
bad. Because I'm going like this,
Yeah.
and like this,
Yeah.
and like this. Okay, then Melissa.
I just wanna
Once.
punch
Shoot him.
the guy in front
Right.
of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he took my bow, he hit me with it. I'm in pain from my leg. I just wanna deck him as hard as I can.
Do you have improved unarmed strike?
Let's see. one
Samurai
punch.
does.
So as you
Yeah,
lose
where's my samurai at?
as you lose control and just
You don't.
Oh no, don't worry about it.
as you lose control and go for the punch, what you kind of haven't realized is that fighting punching is what these guys do. So what you did was an increased attack opportunity by going for a punch when you don't really know how to punch.
Yeah, 'cause he has
You know,
no
your
fire.
character doesn't know how to punch. Okay.
What is she did being in the syndicate?
Because she has a thing for shiny objects.
If
and
she
your sword
if
is
she didn't know how to fight
shiny.
hand to hand,
You should
she would have the feat improved arm strength.
Instead of
And
paying attention to what she was
It's
doing.
actually a representative ability.
I'm
Indeed.
very useless.
Arlo.
Unless you attack with it and then, well,
That's more like
then she'd be serious
it's
about
like
it.
see this packed in, then you can play with it.
Okay.
I'll give you
So,
the shiny.
as you go in for a punch,
You defeat
he
that.
tries to punch you again,
Instant.
but he misses himself. Okay, so you now have a little bit higher chance to hit him with your
Actually,
punch.
be more like,
Okay.
I'll give you
Do you want to hit him
shinies.
anywhere specific, or you just want to
I
haymaker him?
just want to just lay into him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's
Hit him in
like,
the head, knock him out.
Use my wings if I have to for leverage.
so he tried to go in for a punch when you reared back. He missed because you reared back, and then you just, bam, right on the nose.
Ow.
Nice.
Right on the button.
Right now, break that now.
You feel and hear a crunch. A
Okay.
Captain Crunch. Just,
Like Captain.
yeah.
Captain Crunch.
If you've ever done this, if you've ever gotten like a dry elbow macaroni and then crunched it in your mouth, that's the crunching sound it made. And
Celery.
then, yeah, and he just went, he like ate all of that
That's what they use
punch.
in movies to break bones.
And the thrashing
Celery
motion
sticks.
from his
Yeah,
head
celery.
and being
The
knocked
celery's
out by
for
him
Captain
previously,
Yeah.
he's out.
Again.
Like he's
Good
still
night.
alive, but
Take a nap.
he's just like,
It's kind of like the guy that I got hit in the
Right
back.
now.
He's like,
Yeah.
he's like,
Okay.
Kara, it is your turn. There's a guy literally being choked to death, kind of, in front of you by your wolf.
This
Nice.
is true.
oh, but
He's
I wanna
also kind of helpless right now.
get- He could be Grudigera, be it by unconsciousness or by death.
You could insta kill him right now, or you can or you can leave him be like your dog has him, and go over and help Melissa, who's currently not fighting two anymore, but yeah.
I'll deal with the other guy that put a bolt in her leg.
The one that missed me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
'Cause he's brilliant.
I love how I'm just sitting here with like my hand in my pocket.
You're just waiting.
Hey, I got the escape
I'll
plan
just keep
set up.
having the
Yeah.
wolf hold, and I'll walk over to her, pulling out mirrors at the same time.
Okay.
Since they, want to fire things at us.
Are
might
you
as well.
walking to her or to her, the guy who's shooting at her?
Well, to the guy that's shooting
Okay.
at her.
Okay. Just
Kind of slowly approaching. Not really wanting to deal with this crap.
Cut off his hands.
she's like walking towards him. Do you want to be doing this?
I just want to hug you.
I'd rather just have them gripped by my side.
Oh, you're not pulling them out?
Well, I did.
Okay.
And
Just-
then just holding them
Okay.
at my side. Because I personally don't want to deal with this. I feel that this was started over stupid matters.
Okay.
It was.
It was.
Yes.
But it was their fault. Not
Yes,
their
but now
fault.
we're drawn into this.
Okay.
They started it.
Yeah.
We're just
Oh,
gonna
I
finish
just wanted to
part
drink
of this,
grog
and
and go
now
to
I am.
bed.
They started it. We're just dragging it out.
but we're gonna finish it if we have to.
Okay, so you walk over to the guy, and he's like still eyes on Melissa. This one's down because he hasn't reloaded it yet, and this one's still trained on her, although it hasn't been reloaded yet. Okay.
Well, the rapiers were meant for stabbing, not cutting.
But they do have a nice fine edge.
Stabby, stab, stab.
What would you like to do besides walking over and drawing? Do you want to do anything else? Because this is all strictly roleplay right now. This isn't,
Yeah. I know.
move, standard, free action.
I don't
Are
know.
you still fighting that guy?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Cut his hand
Nope.
off.
I'd rather
No,
stab
I'm
him
having
through the
fun.
shoulder,
I'm
'cause he
dancing.
gets bleed out
I'm
if I
like I
cut
tell
his
you, this is
arm
a
off.
religious experience for me.
You want to stab him in the shoulder? He's currently not.
I'm having
bleeding.
fun.
Yeah,
This guy's a good
right behind
fighter.
the.
I'm just watching.
Because
I'm
if
just
he's
Yeah.
holding his arm
Yeah,
like this,
just
there's
watch.
this gap right behind the shoulder blade.
Well, the way he's standing, you got him side face. So the only way you'd be able
Yeah.
to stab him in the shoulder is to like stab him right here and hit the bone.
Well, he's not using that arm after
Okay.
that.
Do you want to do that instead, or do you want
It's
to go
not
for the back?
important.
Just remove the arm. Have a nice day.
Have a nice blister. Please.
Come
Please
again.
reevaluate your life choices and
Hey,
come back
come on.
later.
And then hand him his arm. Here you go.
What you can do, what you want to do, but it might be an awkward angle. The one I'm suggesting that you do is just the easiest at hand.
You wrap it.
Well,
You
if
wrap it
she's
in like a
at-
foot-long Subway
Towards the
sandwich roll.
backside, but still at his side, she could take her farther arm and just ram it
Isn't
into
that
his shoulder.
supposed to be?
Okay.
No, that's not supposed to be.
No, that's not.
Okay, so you kind of like
This is supposed to be
slice into his like back shoulder
Yeah.
blade, kind of.
Yeah,
Is that what you want to do? Okay.
right, like right next to where it would end.
Okay. So she kind of comes in and instead of going like this, she goes like this.
With the same wounded shoulder of the dude?
Different.
guy. Okay.
It's a different
Yeah.
guy.
The other
I
guy.
suggested she go in at the bone right here,
Yeah.
but she wants to actually come in like right here.
That tears
Beneath
all
the-
the control muscles right here.
Oh, hell
It
yeah.
goes in,
disables
and
them.
Hell
it
yeah.
goes in.
So
and
you just
Oh,
like
yeah.
walk up to him, and he goes, ah! He like drops his
Pull it back out now.
cross. He drops his crossbow.
Slowly, just.
He's like-
Doo-doo.
He's like, you see his face for the first time. You bitch!
Yeah, we went through this.
You're just like.
he
Yeah,
can no longer
yeah,
move his
yeah.
arm.
Alright.
There's no
Yeah.
muscling
Your
there
turn.
now. It's 100%
I'm-
disabled.
I'm.
Moving
I don't
the
need
arm
the thunder. I
requires
don't need the
muscle
thunderstone
right here
anymore.
and here.
I'm just gonna. Actually, no. Nearest table that has a beer.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm done with
And he goes,
this.
sits down, he drinks, he gets his fucking drink.
Whenever the girls get involved, combat is almost immediately over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've noticed
Enjoy
this.
it.
I leave, and our last campaign ended. Everybody died after I
Well, that was
left.
supposed to happen,
Yeah.
whether
But I
you were
didn't
here or
want it to
not.
happen.
You can't stop DM intervention,
Mm.
unfortunately.
I could try.
Not really. Okay, so
Oh,
you
I
sit
probably
down,
would have cried.
you take a knee or a chair, a seat.
I have 1 HP, so
Okay.
I was supposed to like go heal.
Yosh,
Yeah.
back
I
to
don't know, let's
your
talk
Cool.
people.
blood
I'm gonna-
sport
I'm
here.
gonna
Well,
have
they were gonna fight.
I'm gonna use my performance of dance.
And if you guys finish the fight all the time, you should join her.
My what's it called?
Except I don't want to have
Vagina.
to deal with it. That's
Yeah.
how I end up
Right,
doing
it's called
it.
a-
Arrow in the thigh.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't care.
Kaorin, how are we on time?
Using my balance dexterity and my dance dexterity, I'm going to
Quickly.
swing around behind him. I'm gonna swing around behind him, and I'd like to beat the fuck out of his back of his head.
You want to dance around him?
Yeah, because I want to go
Correct.
around. I want to go around him very fast because I've got speed and I've got dance ability and I've got some what's it called, balance, using my high balance. Because I'm just gonna overpower and over move him. So I want to go around behind him and then use Fist of Fury on the back of his skull to try to knock him out.
Ooh. Okay.
Because I can move really fucking fast. So since I can move so fast, I'm just gonna spin around him. I'm playing with him because, like I said, this is a religious experience for me. This is my fists, man. This guy's fun, and he's got that's like, all right, this is cool. But it's getting old, and I know it's getting old, so I want to turn around. Okay, I want to end this basically, so I want to knock him out.
You can move in
I should
close to
try
him,
it.
elbow him in the head, and then follow up with a strike to the side of the head. So you're not really dancing around behind him, but you are putting an end to the fight.
Yeah, I want to put it into the fight.
Okay.
Either way, whatever it takes, I want to put it into the fight.
Okay.
And put him down.
High or low?
High.
Okay. The first one's not really effective in like bringing him down to the right angle that you want him to be, but it exposes his left side well enough
Good.
to where that you can just like ring that bell, baby. Bam! And just shut down. Those guys that fall straight down instead of like falling
Yeah,
backwards.
they're just.
Then I stand there and I go, thank you. It's so good. Oh, and I see up in the sky, I see this giant fist saying, "You are one."
The fist comes down for a fist.
Yeah.
Fist,
And then
fist,
fist bump.
holy fist bump.
Master hand goes down.
You gotta blow it up. And that's,
And
the,
of course-
and that's the Big Bang.
And of
Then
course,
it
you
just
guys are
flips.
going, "Oh my God!" This
Nobody
guy's
get the
right."
reference from
Because
Master
nothing really happened. It's just
We weren't
me
there.
seeing
I didn't
it.
hear it.
But yes.
It's just me seeing it. So you guys didn't
Super
see
Smash
that.
Bros.
It's just me seeing it.
I didn't hear it.
Fist
Sorry.
bumps. Fist bumps with God.
Okay, John has knocked one out. You have knocked one out.
I-
And you have knocked one out.
You have gotten
I
rid of
disabled
one.
somebody.
You disabled
I
the
ain't
other
done
one.
And I have
shit.
the other one stuck to the floor.
I ain't
This
done
is
shit.
about the time that you guys hear legitimate whistles. You know.
Guard whistles?
Yeah.
Guard whistles.
Guard
oh,
whistles.
Shit.
Can we hide?
Not in this
Not in this
slobber
tiny-
knocker, no.
Tiny little
I put my
town.
stuff up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have my crossbow.
Everything
gone,
goes away.
So.
It got taken away from me.
Yeah, he took it away from me.
I jump back over the counter and sit back down to eat.
Before.
Like, no one.
Yeah,
I'll
I want to
scoot
sit
over.
at a table.
Y'all want to say anything?
Big
to
drag.
I'm like,
Your dog's like, he's like looking at you, looking at the body really fast.
Let go.
But there's still like blood on his jowls.
I'm gonna sit
Yourself.
at a
Is
table.
there any of them still awake?
No, just the
Because I
one
think
that.
we just be
Just
like,
the one that.
Yeah.
The one that's screaming in pain as he
Yeah.
like
I
crabs
didn't knock that one out.
around.
I just disabled it.
Can I
Knock
just
'em out.
saunter over? Oh wait, we don't.
I want to
Never
put
mind.
my
I was about-
my
Don't.
rapier somewhere
No,
too.
if the
just
guard
stay at the table.
I no longer
Sit
have
table.
my
I
crossbow.
would know. I was
But
about to
I
do
still
something,
have a
but that would
seat
have
at
information
some
that
table
you
away
guys
from these people.
were there for and I wasn't.
These
So.
people.
Well, they,
I'll
we
pretend
can
I
just
was
blame it on
feeding
them.
my wolf
I don't
something
know what's
wrong.
going on here.
Well, just tell them the truth.
Yeah, they're
Because
just
that would
fighting.
put blood
He
all
came
over
at
his
you
face.
because of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
In all of the right areas and stuff.
I'm just gonna drink.
So,
Okay.
Yep. We're all back to.
I found a table away from
We didn't do
people.
anything. We didn't do
So,
anything.
like, 4 guards bust into the place. And all of them are wearing helmets except for one guy. And you recognize the leader's glint in his eye. And he draws his sword. Articulate the truth! We are protectors! Which kind of hits you guys' ears a little weird. Like, who talks like that?
Articulate the truth.
I'm just gonna.
I'm like,
Don't point to me.
Yeah,
Point
Did
to
you
them.
literally
No,
point to him?
them. No, point to them.
Oh no, he's saying speak the truth.
yeah, he's
They're all
pointing at the
knocked
guys
out.
on the ground.
On the ground. Point to the guys on the ground. We didn't.
Well, they started it.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we're just over here drinking.
They started it.
I'll
We
point-
finished it.
Yeah.
I'll
Did
point
you
to the
point
nearest.
to him or point to them?
Well, he said articulate the truth, right?
Yeah.
You know the truth, right?
No,
No.
because I don't
I thought
want
you were
to.
there for it.
You
Don't
point
let
to
them
him.
tell, nothing happened.
And then he's like,
I'm pointing to
and
them.
then you pointed at the guns on the ground.
Hey,
I'm just like,
started a fight.
I finished it. or part of it anyway.
I'll be fluffing my wings.
Like,
well, it's more like an ass
We're
camp.
all like ignoring these guys.
It's more like an ass camp kind of a thing.
like,
Can't believe we just
All we
Somebody
do is like,
answer the guy,
they
come
started
on.
a fight.
Talk to the boss.
Yep. Yep.
It's like when the police show up to like a mafia thing and everyone's just like talk to the boss.
God, thank God.
I know
he
nothing.
walks up to you and he holds like his sword to your throat.
Mm-hmm.
You are the first of this contingent.
They started it. We just ended it.
They begat the clash.
Yes.
And then he like trains his sword on the guy who's like, ah.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, you begat the clash. And he's like, ah.
I think he's saying yes. I think he's saying yes.
That's a
That
secret
translates
language
to
for yes.
I'm just confessing to them.
It's code for yes.
They saw
I'll
me
stop fluffing my wings.
One
Blood
scream for
from-
yes, more
blood
screams
from
for
the
yes.
guy's face on my chest still.
He then looks to you and says, articulate the truth. Who begat the clash?
I point to the guy on the ground.
And then back to you. Articulate the truth. Who begot the clash?
One of the guys on the ground, and the guy right next to me, hanging over the counter.
While you're
counter.
eating. While you're eating. Good. What?
Finish off the bread and
Mm-hmm. This party's just getting started, boys and girls.
cheese and drink.
No more fighting though.
Oh.
Please, no more spitting fights.
Okay.
Next time.
At least wait until tomorrow.
Next time we have the ballroom blitz at a bar.
We didn't start it though.
We did though.
I need to get the air out of my leg.
We limit
Yeah,
our
let's take
bar
it.
brawls to one per
I
town.
need
Right,
this to end
right.
quickly.
Who begat the clash?
They did.
I love how you point that way. You pointed that way. You pointed that way. Like they did.
Yeah, no, it's like this.
Well, they're everywhere right
Yeah,
now.
right
They're
now.
all over
Yeah,
the
they're all
floor.
over the place.
You have found the establishment for provisions
Oh, excellent.
and slumber.
Oh, slumber. There's a word I didn't know. Okay. I was going through them. Oh.
Yet you participated in the clash.
Well, we stopped the clash.
You are not protectors.
No,
we
are not.
are protectors.
Yes, but you weren't here. We tried calling, but nobody came.
Dietrich! He like stomps his foot.
Mm-hmm.
Dietrich like unhooks the thing and then like peeks his head out. Yes? He says, officiate the clash. And Dietrich comes out. He goes, he like takes off his hat, like, combs his hair a little bit. He goes, the guys on the floor came in and hassled, these two guys, and Dietrich looks under the bar.
Oh
You,
It's hidden, so.
He says,
Wait.
He says, my weapon is gone. And the protector goes, that has been misplaced. And Dietrich goes, no, it was here. It was here. I just don't know where it went.
that's the literal definition of lost.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one guard that's left, he commands him to like search the bodies of the guys who are on the ground. And they only come up with a crossbow. And they know that these kinds of guys don't carry this big of a crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
And he holds it up. He goes, who claims ownership?
I just,
Slowly raising your hand.
That's mine.
it's mine.
He like exasperated, like looking like motherfucker. He walks over to you. And then he goes, reveal your armament.
What?
Reveal your armament.
Take off my shirt? I don't know what you want.
And then he like holds out the crossbow. Reveal your armament. He's like flexing the bowstring back and forth.
Your bolts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I guess they'd be on my hip, right? Or...
He like snatches it away from you, and then pulls out one bolt, and then goes over to the guy on the ground, yanks it out, and then compares the two. And then he said, "You participated in the clash."
That's how I got this bolt in my leg.
They shot me first.
Then he goes, "You are under detainment."
Oh.
Oh, great.
Fuck.
And then the guy on the ground, "That fucking bitch stabbed me!" But not with this arm, obviously.
Yeah.
He was like, "That fucking stabbed me."
You were shooting my friend. It's
Then he goes, "Those articulations are unnecessary." I'm like, "What language?"
Language.
And then he walks up to you and he goes, "Reveal your armaments."
I'm not gonna fight it. I
He
already
like
know.
takes your rapier and then goes and compares it to the wound.
He attacked my friend and he tried to shoot at me.
Mm-hmm.
He comes up to you and like disarms your other one and hands. He's like, "You are also under detainment."
And it just...
And that's when your wolf kind of like,
The wolf isn't happy about this.
Mhm.
yes,
He's
the wolf
agitated.
growls and looks at the guard and like a.
I still have a bolt in my leg.
He
so-
says, "Detain your companion, or it will be annihilated."
Kill my wolf and everybody dies. Unfortunately, that's how I feel.
I'm pretty sure that's how we would
Close to
all
what
feel.
happened.
I've been with it for a year, so I'm pretty sure we would all feel that way.
We're all attached.
We're
to
all
my wolf.
attached to this dog. Yes.
I'm just gonna tell it to hold. If he does attack my wolf, it's probably the end of everything here.
Yeah, we'd all
Yeah,
feel
we'd
about
all
it.
feel that.
That's it.
Okay.
I
so
go
he
ape
kind
shit.
of like escorts
I'm
both
the
of you
druid.
over to a table and
Yeah,
sits you down.
especially.
I guess I'd limp over
Do
there
not
with the
harm that
bolt
wolf.
still in my
Well, I
leg.
think
Yeah.
maybe both of the kind
He,
of people. Mine would be because I was parent.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of like manacles you guys to the chair.
No, but come on, it's a puppy dog.
So like you're in the
Yeah.
back.
It's nothing new,
I'm-
huh?
If I stay relaxed,
In
it
the
doesn't
cloak.
bother me.
Literally
It's
just
out of character.
nothing new, huh?
Whatever.
Another
Actually,
day.
it's inside the cloak. Inside, it's one of the compartments in the cloak. So
Mm-hmm.
they'd actually have to like fiddle with the cloak to
Yeah,
find
they'd
it.
have to.
I literally look at you and say, another day, huh? Another town.
Pretty much.
But if they open it up, they wouldn't
Another
see
day,
it. That's
another
the next
time.
thing.
Yeah.
Welcome to Galton.
Guys.
So your characters have been manacled to chairs and arrested for participating in the clash.
They still haven't taken
Well,
the
if we
ball down my
hadn't.
legs.
Well, there's still
And your
waiting for the
wolf
healer.
kind of like just obediently comes and sits by you.
But it's still not happy.
Yeah, it's like gnawing at the manacle, even though
It's
it's
like,
That's
Man.
adorable.
He's like,
we're up at the
It's
boat.
kind of
You're at the
freaky.
He's
table.
adorable.
It's not gonna
Yeah.
do any good, but
Oh,
It's the
you're
thought that
approaching
counts.
the
It's the
bar.
thought.
he's like licking your palms and everything.
Can I go
It's
talk to
okay.
him?
He's
we'll
approaching.
get out of this.
Talk
It's
to him.
okay.
And I'm like, I
Are you
probably will
approaching
die because I have a
Him.
bolt in my
Me.
leg still. So.
Okay.
He wants to come
Yeah.
over. He
He's
wants to
gonna
come
be
over to
okay.
us while we're at the bar.
It doesn't look
So as
evil.
one guard
Just
is
so I can
manacling
talk
them,
to him.
as one guard is manacling them, the head guy, the guy with no helmet, is still talking to.
He's still talking to me.
Yeah.
I am kind of like looking over.
Okay.
Right. So if you come over, you
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna come over then.
Yeah.
Be like, it's like when people stand around the police officer while the one person's talking
Yeah.
to him. It's like,
Right.
Stealing.
Okay.
We shouldn't have gotten in it.
I didn't want to, but you were being shot.
Articulate the origin of the
Yeah.
clash.
Could you do
Thanks
me a
for the
favor?
help,
Could
by
you
the way.
You're
ma-
welcome. He's
put,
never
like,
moving his arm again. I
what's that
hope you
called?
know
Could you
that.
gag him? I know they're tied up. Could you gag them though? Because they're just talking way too much. They're gonna give a lot of stuff away.
Disable their articulation.
Yes. Anyway.
He kind of like turns over to his shoulder. Is this warranted?
What?
No.
What did he say?
I said, can we
He
gag
requests the
these two?
disability of your articulation.
Fuck you too. And then I just go like this.
But you
You
can't,
can't.
because you're
Yeah.
manacled.
You're
I was
manacled.
like, fuck you too, man.
You cross your legs,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
fucking fuck you, bitch.
Well, of course I do. Because that's how I want this character to be.
Yeah,
Not
just-
like last campaign.
Just fuck you too, dude.
No, I want you to get.
he
Okay.
just wants you to
Okay, we're talking to the main dude,
And now
Right.
there's like a guy coming up to like behind
and
him.
he's already shackled my
He's already
buddies.
shackled them,
What the
yeah.
fuck are you shackling them up for? Because they participated
They
in the class.
articulated in the clash.
They
I'm
articulated.
not a
What? Okay, so what rules of this town did we break?
Clashing in the town is strictly prohibited.
Now, what about the ones on the floor that started it?
They're clearly incapacitated right now.
Yeah, and we stopped them. Why aren't you arresting them, and why are you shackling us?
Because these are incapacitated. Those are still active.
Oh, really? So if I
Mine was defense.
if I make these active, then you'll arrest them?
Do you have such powers?
Can you heal them? You can't heal them on this one?
You know, it doesn't have.
No,
I
you
haven't
haven't.
rested yet.
That's right, you haven't rested yet.
What the fuck? You just started fighting 5 hours in the town. I need a nap,
You need
a
a
sandwich, and a
Yeah,
half a
I'm like,
Sprite.
we
Come
need
on,
all of
guys.
that.
He
I
says,
reach over.
he says, hold,
Right?
hold. You propagate wizardry.
Oh, great.
Oh my god.
Not wizard.
You're getting him.
It's worse.
Not this.
Divinity.
Divinity?
Yes,
Do you
that's-
propagate divinity?
divinity.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed, divinity.
I just look at you.
Yes.
And they kind of like look at each other,
Just
and you kind of see their hands like go to their weapons again.
Peaceful divinity.
Breathe.
just
We're all getting arrested by the
yeah,
end of
we're
this.
just we're all boned.
Well, at least we'll have a place to sleep,
It's
something
not
to
even
eat.
in a pleasured
I
way.
know,
Come
right?
You are being detained.
4?
Comply.
4?
Propagating divinity.
What?
Okay.
Alright.
Like I said.
And then I
You're
said,
gonna
"Good job,
Should I just chill in a
idiot."
chair?
Woo!
He says, display your appendages.
You mean my
Your arms.
hands or my? Well,
He's-
I'm gonna display all my appendages.
Whoa,
I'm not- they don't know,
they
so
don't
I'm
know.
not-
One guard,
They don't
the guard
know.
behind him reaches back, and then he puts an iron bar like this in your hand, and then he says, now clasp. When you do that, a ball just goes on around your hands.
Alright.
Well then.
I didn't do nothing wrong.
Same thing.
Alright,
He says that and everything,
alright,
and then as you do that, they're like
yeah.
you feel.
Magnet.
They are very powerful.
I'm just gonna call and be like, why?
Interesting.
This
thing.
tab will be like, "Good job, guys. Good job."
Propagating wizardry or divinity.
Is that worse than fighting? Is
It
that
did-
worse than Clash?
By propagate, you mean like casting spells?
Affirmative.
Well, he hasn't casted.
I haven't casted a
He
single
hasn't casted
spell.
a single
There's
spell.
It's in your
one with this
repertoire.
last one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
It's
just like,
in your repertoire.
yeah.
Out of character knowledge.
Okay. He's like, you are
I'm
being
just like,
detained.
we're all getting arrested.
Fine with that. I did nothing wrong. I'm here in peace.
Okay.
I may have them.
And
I
that's
don't
why
use
he points to the chair. He says, obtain
Buttocks.
respite or something like that.
them. Yeah. I'm just
Obtain the buttocks relaxer.
No, butt's a bad word here, remember?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. What is a forbidden word anymore?
Let's see. Let's see.
Shit.
So now he's next to us.
Yeah,
No,
he's,
yeah.
he's sitting down next to you guys.
Just like. Just,
Apparently religion's outlawed.
What it was called.
shut up.
Apparently
you did
defense
this.
is out.
I didn't do
Now
shit.
that there's
You
two
did
of
this.
you
I didn't
and
do
they're kind of
shit.
like sequestered
you.
apart. Each
I
one
didn't
looks
do
at each
shit.
of you
It's
and
not
says,
your fault.
display
It's
your
your fault.
armaments.
You came in at the same time I did.
You
pointing at it.
fucking chucked at the guy with your shoulder. You
take your
rammed
bow.
him. You started this. I tried to
Display
help.
your armaments.
Yeah, and like from
I
This
did
is
this-
actually
wait,
the
hold on,
original
hold on.
two people in
So-
the room.
So
right there.
I come in at the
Bowen,
same time
you
you
have anything
do.
else on you
I did the
besides
same thing you do.
hatchet that's hidden?
Yet I started.
Oh, that's
Yes.
it.
Okay.
Wait.
You did move first.
You did.
They started it.
Fine.
We showed up.
Now we're
You
all
pulled my
arrested.
sword.
God
Yeah,
damn
you
it.
should.
Drop.
The three of them are trying to get the least
Exactly.
We didn't do
He
shit.
pulls his sword and like kind of holds it to your,
We
not your
didn't do
neck,
shit.
but on your shoulder.
We
As
just
the
gotta tell
other
them
guy
they
goes
did
down to
shit.
pick up
There's
the
still a
sword.
That's
bolt
what I'm like-
in my leg, dude. I'm not happy.
Yeah,
I
like-
heard them. They got a doctor. on
He
them.
like
He's
kind of
awake.
tosses over.
I'm a little busy.
I'm like,
grabs your bow, tosses it away,
and I'm like,
At least you're
he's
not
awake.
tied to the
and then the other
chair.
guy, what? Who's awake?
The one on the counter.
Huh?
He's
oh,
groggy, but he's awake.
He's far away from you. You can't like go like that.
We're actually he was right there next to us when we sat down.
No, you came over the counter.
Right, but when we both went over, it was right near where we were actually at. And we're because we pretty much spun around the entire.
Oh, you're still
location.
behind the bar.
No,
You came over.
yeah, came over. He is still right next to us where we went over the bar.
Okay.
So foodstuffs and drinks were right here. I'm like, that's why I'm tapping him right here on the shoulder. He's awake. Just
Okay.
groggy.
Okay, so they take your armament away and they look at you. The guy kind of like searches his shoulder, his blade to your shoulder,
Mhm.
not your neck, but on your shoulder,
Mhm.
and he says, "Display armaments."
He's like,
Ah,
oh, you're.
I'm not showing him that.
Oh, that's right. It is hidden.
and then he goes, "You are being detained."
The reason of the fight, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the mask and I'm going to throw it up onto the bar. The mask with the two things. They
As
wanted
you
this
go
from
for
me.
the mask,
Yeah.
he like puts the
That's
blade to
fine.
your neck.
That's fine.
Okay,
That's fine.
and you pull out the
I'm
mask.
going to pull out the mask and I'm going to say, this is what started the whole damn thing, and I'm going to throw it up onto the bar, and this is over a stupid mask. We're going through all this crap. And if he wants,
He
if
looks
wants
at
to
it in surprise.
Yes, this is what I wanted him to do.
He like pulls his sword away and goes, "You nullified Nasher?
Yes, I did.
You nullified Nasher."
Yes.
He puts his sword away and like pulls the manacles off of you.
Can we get all this? These are my friends, and we were all part of this.
He claps you on the shoulder. 1 second, champion.
Yes.
The clash still needs to be investigated.
Okay.
So he walks over to you.
There better be something good
And
coming
then-
out of this.
He's
We'll
like,
get out of it, don't worry.
No, I said something good coming out of it. I
I
know we're
doubt
gonna get out of
This
this
is my
one.
buddy here,
I
man. Come
doubt
on.
it. Just
Give me the
don't
shit back.
I'm like, come on.
the clash must be investigated.
I'm
That's
like,
fine.
he's still awake.
Well, at least we have semi-comfortable chairs.
And then he's like, starts patting you down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to find because the cloak has like the leather pockets all around it. You won't find it. You'd have to search the entire cloak,
He's searching you, bro,
and he's gonna find it.
I mean, it's
Leather
nothing
all
we
over
haven't
the
done
cloak.
before, let's be
Mhm.
honest.
with a high 67. He
He
claps. He's like,
So he found every leather pocket there is that
He's
would
like-
have something.
he comes up to you. He's like, "You were told to display armaments." He like,
How do you pull that out from the back of the cloak?
Yeah.
Dietrich's like,
Hey,
"That's mine."
It's
Wait,
mine. How
Where'd
did
that
it get
come from?
there?
Where'd that come from? So I just showed that this is all I have.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
What
know
do I
if
do?
I'm gonna
How do you wanna?
Out of character.
I was thrown over the counter
He went over
It
there.
I
was
got it.
pretty.
Okay.
after dealing
It was
with
pretty. He
him.
saw it. And he went, ooh.
Sat back down.
Stealing.
I have no idea where that came from.
Just gonna
wait,
try to lie to get out of
He
this.
like hands it to Dietrich, and then Dietrich's like, it's mine again.
It's fine.
I'm just
Who
like,
cares?
I wonder where it came from.
Guard's like, keep a steadfast glimpse on your inventory. And he's like,
Okay.
oh yeah, sure, totally. And he
Yeah.
puts it like back under the bar.
Right back where
Right,
got
bravo.
it from.
Where he knows it's at now.
Yes. He wants
So,
it later.
They like hand you your stuff back and like put your hands down and everything. They walk over to you guys, undo your bindings and everything.
Free,
Pet the
yay.
wolf.
Free.
Calms down.
Free. You annihilated Clasher.
Yes.
Not Clasher. Nasher. My
Nasher.
bad.
Nasher.
Nasher. He was a plague begat upon us 3 summers past.
Oh, good.
We know not where they originate, but we appreciate your aptitude, there we go, in dealing with Nasher.
Well, Nasher's no longer, because we annihilated him outside of your town about what? About a mile, 2 miles away?
Half a day's walk.
Half day's walk. We did about a half day's walk.
Nasher's contingency has raided our seed areas, seedlings,
Really?
and has become quite a
Is Nasher the
Yeah,
leader?
check
Because
if you
when
That
Oh
We
one.
had-
no, you're.
when
I'm
we
just
had
gonna
that
say
clash with
this.
them,
We're just
we
like.
felt that
You're
there was
undone.
more
I know.
out
just
there that
I'm
might
still-
I'm just- I'm-
need protecting, and if
Pet
we
the puppy.
can protect them for you,
I'm just like, woof.
all we ask for is bed and rest.
affirmative. We protectors only protect the borders of the town.
Oh, so you don't go outside the border of the town?
We don't venture into the trunks,
Right.
and you get the idea that the trunks is
The
the
trunks of the
forest.
trees.
Yeah.
The forest, yeah, cut that. Because that's where we came from. We came from the trunks.
And all this, it's not like a separate language. It's just weird
Yeah,
verbiage
yeah.
that they're using.
Yeah,
Like you get kind of like
I get him.
you get like there's some kind of like are intelligent beings that were intelligent before. Something happened, and now there's only bits
Right.
and pieces.
Kind of like
that
an
left.
episode of Star Wars when you land on a different colony.
Yeah.
They've been taught differently. That's no big deal.
He pretty much
I
thanks
think
you
like
for
that.
killing Nasher
Excellent.
and releases all of you. And
Does he still keep me?
no,
No,
you've been released.
You've been released. They've been unshackled.
Dietrich offers a room for all of you except for you. He's a little
Still sketchy on you. now,
he's a little
right?
sketchy on you.
He'll still charge you.
You're a thief.
Yeah, he still charges you because that was a little sketchy. It just ended up in your possession. You didn't. Don't
you
tell
know-
me you didn't do anything because we all fucking know you
Yeah,
did.
but you know what I
Oh,
think?
no.
I think what
Out of
happened.
character,
Yeah.
yeah, I did take it. But to them, I'm like, I have no
Well,
idea.
Out
Yeah,
of
but
character.
in-
What the fuck?
Yeah,
It
but
fell in my pocket.
in
It's
Bill,
not
you're
your
saying
city
it-
with me.
No, in character, the guy that he flung over the bar grabbed it and shoved it and put it in his pocket.
Tried to hit him with it. Accidentally put it in his pocket.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
Die here.
Here.
Legal.
Okay. In the guard comes back with a pretty young-looking dude.
Oh, the healer?
Yeah, but he's
Cool.
got like one of those ranch hand hats on that kind of like it's so wide out in the brim that it kind of like sags in some places.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got like a vest here with the satchel and he's got like 2 satchels on and they crisscross across his chest. His belt is like more pouches and satchels in front of him. So the only waistline you see on this guy is of his back when he's turned to you. Okay, so you've all been released from detained by the captain of the guard here, who you assume that's who he is because he's the one in charge and barking orders.
Mm-hmm.
And you just announced that you guys have killed Nasher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we approve.
Yeah. The innkeeper set you up in a room except for you because he's still shady about who stole his thing.
Yeah,
Can I
do
ask the
dishes.
guard? Can I ask that captain of the guard before he leaves? Is specifically worshiping divine illegal in the town? Well, they did arrest me for that. I want to be
Well,
arrested
no,
later.
Yeah, just enjoy your freedom.
Because if it is, I'm going to stay outside the town.
Okay. One second.
I want to respect the
Right,
laws.
right. Maybe you need to sleep like on the edge of town. Or
You know, I'm
something.
visiting,
Yeah.
but if they don't
But
let
you're a
it
protector
inside
right
city
now.
limits,
But
I'll
you've
just...
been announced as a protector, so.
What he says to you is all propagates of divinity are correlated to the church.
Ah, I see.
Those not propagated with the church, not correlated with the church, are profligates.
Oh.
Hmm.
I'll make sure to correlate.
Thank you.
There you go.
I'll do that tomorrow, after a night's sleep.
Yeah.
I'm
First up.
tired.
Yeah. One HP. I'll be
Still
right back.
bolt in the leg.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah, that's true.
thank you for calling
Still
attention to that again.
Still Bolton leg over here.
Still
I'm
dying.
just like, oh yeah, that guy with the pouches.
Yeah, the guy with the pouches and like the planter's hat, he comes over to you. He goes, "Oh, my word! Who has let this wound fester?" And the guards are kind of like looking at each other.
Like, who takes control of this one?
And then he walks up to the captain of the guard, and then he goes, "You fool! Do you have any idea what kind of damage this kind of wound would do to a person?" And then you're just still like, "It's still happening." And then he goes, "Oh, yes, of course, yes, of course."
Right.
He's like, but he gets back up in the guard's face. He's like,
Bleeding.
and then he like comes back to you. He's like, "Oh my God, my word. Okay, I have just the thing for this." And then he like sets his satchel down. It's actually a box, the one that he keeps on his front. It's a box. He opens it up. It's like a fisherman's tackle. If you've ever seen one of those,
Okay.
he like opens it, then it lifts up and opens up, and then
Yeah.
pulls down.
Share a coke with your love. Oh, what a kiss. Oh,
So-
sorry.
We got love and kiss for our cokes.
Oh boy.
I know.
So then he takes out like a
Only I'm allowed to
takes
do
out
that,
like a
though.
pepper solution, and then he picks out a handful of it. He goes, and he like blows it onto the wound. There's a light sting, but immediately it goes numb.
This is nice. Good luck getting to your room.
Wow, you're not gonna help?
I'm
Damn.
still waiting for
That's
the
what you
one
got your
to
brother for?
So then he pulls out the smallest lizard,
say. Share a coke
and he
with
says,
my
"Put this under your
Okay,
tongue."
cool. I'm
Okay.
surprised somebody hasn't told me that yet.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I'm
can
like,
eat it.
you're gonna eat it, aren't
You
you?
can feel it squirming underneath your tongue, and then he goes, "Make sure you keep it there. The lizard feels it's in danger, so it's releasing antitoxins into your blood."
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone's like,
You got lasers in your mouth.
he's like,
And I'm just like,
Are you
oh,
gonna eat
lizards.
He and I are the only one that actually understand that.
okay. So then he goes back to the wound. He goes, "Ah, I see." He's like lifting up your leg and analyzing it and looking at it, and
Trying to keep
I'm
yourself
just
in the
asking her
trap.
if she's gonna swallow that or
No,
not.
I just rip them open because I don't like them
Then
getting
he goes,
chewed on birds.
okay.
Birds and turtles.
The good thing about boats is
No,
they're
they're
conical. They're not like a triangle.
Remember the Thomas
They come in a
Sanders, so
cone.
fine.
Okay, good. So I can
Orange.
pull this out, stop the
Thomas
bleeding,
Sanders
wrap the
fine.
wound, and heal it up a little bit, or I
Thomas
could push it
Sanders
all
fine.
the way through, which
Or just
isn't
trap them all.
really representative.
Get pushed through.
Yes.
I would put,
That's
I would
like,
put-
oh, like,
He goes off on some like
Hello?
description.
Yeah,
Hello?
just like,
Focus on the bolt.
Yeah.
Focus on the
Ever
bolt.
since that
And
day,
then he's
I
like,
would
Oh,
"Oh, okay, okay." He like gets some gauze already.
Just take the knife.
can I come and watch?
Yeah, sure.
Investigate this?
And then he goes, "Okay."
I want to watch this too.
He like has the gauze.
What? What's happening?
Yeah.
It's like
It's the entertainment.
I don't want to mess up this reference. Okay, it's like Raiders of the Lost Ark, where he's like
Yeah.
getting ready to switch the things. He's like with the sack. Okay.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
He like takes a little bit out. Shh.
And then he goes,
This is actually gauze.
"You won't feel a thing."
Well, you might not. It did numb your legs, I mean.
With a lizard in your
It's
mouth.
like this.
I gotta
Don't swallow it.
He rips it out of your leg.
Or
You don't feel it coming out, but you feel the pressure, and that kind of shocks you. High or low?
Hi.
It's like this.
You swallow the lizard.
Oh!
So you go,
Gulp.
"Ow!" And then he looks up at you. "Ow!" And then he like rifles into your mouth, pulls out your tongue, is like, "No! Why did you swallow it? You're not supposed to swallow it. The nutrient ganglion in your body will reject all the spinal fat.
Am I gonna vomit? Can you please just tell me?
It's poisonous."
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Puke it up.
Vomit it up, vomit it up.
He's like, wait, I have just the thing for this. He pulls out a birch. He pulls out a birch log that has a fist on the end of it.
You're gonna punch me, aren't you?
He goes, no, I'm not gonna punch you. I'm going to compress your solar plex in a rapid manner.
You're going to punch me.
Look, not me personally, no. See, this acts like a battering
Oh my
ram.
god, just do it.
Just hurry up.
He goes, okay, 1, 2, 3, poof, and then he slams this thing into your solar plex, and everything comes up.
Well, I haven't eaten anything at all, so
yeah.
there's nothing.
So like the fluid and the lizard comes up.
Here you go.
Yay.
Please land in his face. Please land in
That
his
was
face.
yummy.
You, but I rolled high, so you're good.
I'm like, oh.
So,
That was awesome.
unfortunately, he didn't dress the wound,
So I'm bleeding out.
and you just vomited all over this wound.
Oh, great.
And then he's like, ah! Oh my god! Okay, wait, this, I can do this, I can do this, I can... So, he goes,
I
wait,
just look
wait,
around, just-
wait, wait,
I'm
I can do
seriously
this,
gonna ask
I can do
him,
this.
Are you any good at this?
And he stands up, Madam,
Oh my god.
I am the prominent healer
Get
in
my
this
leg.
town.
That's
I have
not
healed
saying
many
much.
from the... What?
Your leg.
Oh my god! Your leg. Oh my god. Okay. Stop distract. Everyone calm down.
Shenanigans.
Calm down.
I go over and bandage your leg.
Can we just skip
Can I
him
go
now?
You
over
gotta
and-
clean it first. Just vomit
She
all
puked on
over
it.
Oh God, you
She
puked.
puked on her open wound. She vomited on
He's
her
still
open
needed.
wound. Oh, God.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Can I bring
we
liquor
just-
over to help her clean
Can we
clean
just
the wound?
dump some liquid on it? And...
I
Liquor,
So-
Yeah,
liquor
let's
cleans
do
the
it a
wound,
bit.
right? Liquor, like
Alcohol.
hard liquor,
Sure. So you come over and you pour liquor on it,
like alcohol.
just to get the vomit off.
This
Okay.
is my sister.
and he goes,
Maybe use my.
ah! And then she goes, ah!
I think she felt that way.
Then can I dress it?
Just grab his
Grab his gauze and just be like,
The whole time he's flipping out. What are you doing? You don't know what? Oh my god! Your hands aren't clean. Your hands aren't clean.
I'm just like,
This is my sister.
grab his gauze,
La la la.
Start doing his job.
take off my belt, put it over her kneecap, pull it tight.
Here you go.
Like I'm just like, Jesus Christ, you're fucking just.
But the
Makeshift.
stitching, it'll get infected with it. Oh! And then he's like starts pulling on his hat. Oh!
We
I'm
know
just like-
why
I'm
it's
just like,
stacked now.
you took too long.
You were
Ben-
letting her die. You were not very good at this.
I am the best healer in this town.
In this town.
Not saying
Like being
much.
I don't doubt it.
In this town. I'm sure you're good in this.
And I'm
Yep, I'm just
You're
gonna
not
get
very
up
good
and
at
start looking to
impressions.
my room.
so gauze and
Just,
then
you're
belt.
done.
Yep, I'm done.
Let's
Just
go
not
out.
And then
done.
he like very snooty. He's like, fine. If I'm not appreciated in this town, I will go somewhere else. And then that's when the guard goes, whoa.
We're just like, you're good for the town. This is one of ours. We'll take care
He
of
goes,
it.
and he like walks off. The very definition of walking off in a huff is what this guy does. He's like, his kid is under his arm. He's just like,
I'll
He's just walking
literally
away.
just-
I'm
Be
sorry.
safe.
I'm going to bed.
Thanks for punching me. That's about
Pornicus Valley to all of you. And then he like walks away. And no one.
What? Value?
We're
Pornicus
just
value?
laughing at it because we're like, you took so long to accomplish nothing.
Nothing.
To accomplish what can be done with liquor and a band-aid.
To punch me in the chest. That's basically all he did.
No, to put a lizard in your mouth that's actually poisonous.
And then punch me in the
As
chest.
he's leaving, he says, Felix's is closed to the lot of you. And he like storms off.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
The guard walks up to you guys and is like, that's not a good thing.
Okay, I'm going to bed.
We're too tired to care.
We don't care
Yeah.
anymore.
We just go to sleep.
We'll take care of whatever
Oh
problem
wait, he
is
says
tomorrow.
that's not a good thing. That's so not what he would say. He
That
says
is not advisable.
that is that is not an agreeable situation.
I was like, circumstance?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to say, that's
The
not
big secret?
that is an ill-advisable situation.
Circumstance.
That is an.
I literally just.
That's
went
what-
back.
We've said it like 5
I'll
times
help
in
you.
5 different ways. We're good.
Yeah.
we're
Move
good.
on.
Let's move on.
I'll help you.
Just like fuck you guys, and I go to my room.
I'm
You
already.
guys go to your room. What do you do?
I'm definitely going to my room.
Go to
Me
your
and the
room.
wolf are gonna go to bed now.
As you guys leave, you see them like getting the guys together who are still conscious and alive, which is pretty much all.
I'm like, they
They're just
should
knocked
all
out.
be alive. I
Yeah.
didn't inflict any fatal wounds.
So they arrest all of them and carry them out while you guys are getting your shit together.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Oren, are we done or do you?
Well, we still got like 7 minutes.
Okay. What does your character do?
Huh?
What does your character do?
My character?
Because you really only gone to the blacksmith, and by the way, it's only like 3 o'clock right
Yeah.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
You're still going to sleep.
We're tired.
I
We're
haven't
done
eaten,
now.
haven't slept, haven't done shit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
After that, being arrested, haven't even been here that long. I need a nap. I was,
We were detained.
I was strapped to a chair. That's close enough.
those are only for party situations.
Is everyone going to just rest? Or
They
what?
are.
I'm definitely
yeah.
going to go
Yeah,
rest. I
me
am
too.
done with
You
it.
need to rest.
If I'm not
too.
gonna run into, well, yeah.
You
We'll do
need
the
to
fucking
rest.
job.
You
with
have
the-
I need,
You need to
I
go.
need to rest for spells.
You need to go for.
Mhm.
Go to your
And for
room.
health.
Go to your room. Go to bed. Relax.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Joe, what does your character do?
I'm going to collect my mask. I'm going to say thank you very much, and we're going to go to bed. I'm going to take advantage of your hospitality of your town.
Before the guard leaves, he tells you to
Stay around for investigation.
rendezvous
Mm-hmm.
with him at first light
Okay.
in the new lights.
In the new light.
Yeah.
Okay. Where at? Where would you like me to meet you?
The protector's hall.
The Protector's Hall.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I find that in the morning?
Yeah. He said at first light, ask
First
any
light.
citizen,
Okay. And I will do that.
and then you rest.
Yes.
Okay. Big John. Room is 2.
We're all sleeping for free. John.
They've all went to their rooms.
By the way,
Oh, yeah,
clean the
huh?
gauze out twice a day.
Go to your brother twice a day.
I'm going
So
to
what do you
sleep.
Yeah, come to me twice a day.
Yeah.
Anytime of day.
That healer was not.
That guy was a
I'm
fruit
pretty
bat.
sure he didn't actually know what he was doing.
Yeah,
Well, he did.
Well, he might have supplies, so tomorrow I'm
we
gonna go say
can't
hi.
go to his
Well,
shop.
I'm
It's
gonna go say
probably-
hi as a gentleman.
Yeah, he's gonna go try
And
to
apologize.
negotiate this.
Well, no, I'm just be like, we had a
I'm like,
situation.
you were not
It
good
was a
at
little
that pressure. I'm
hectic.
sorry. You are useless. Please go
I have
away.
diplomacy. I can
Which
come
one?
with you.
I'm just be like,
Anyone
I'm gonna be
would
like,
I'll
look,
just go sit in the corner.
we take care of our own.
Okay.
You're just gonna
He's
sit.
just
You're
like
here for the
eyeing
town.
you,
We're
just
here
like
for our
mad
own.
dogging you the whole time.
Oh.
I passed out in the chair.
You're just.
Okay.
Sleep in
I'm just sitting there. I learned to sleep with
Well,
my eyes
I
open.
did pay for a room earlier. He can have it.
That is.
I
She
did.
did. But you never told me this.
And
I
you went
have-
to sleep.
Hold on,
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
And you
I
still
have
had
the key.
So
I have the
He
key.
has.
And you went to
and
sleep.
you went to sleep.
we
That's why I said I'm just gonna sit.
stranded him in the bar. We just left.
Okay.
You
For-
come looking.
For the next session, in the morning, like you all wake up you wake up outside, because
Yeah, it threw me out. I know.
yeah.
And what's creepy is everybody who walks by is like, is he awake?
Is he alive?
What race is your character?
Half of them.
Okay, so it's not that weird, you know.
My eyes are open,
Yeah.
sleeping.
I'm
No,
full on. I need a break.
I sleep with my eyes open.
I've never done that before.
My character's not.
I have, and it's very weird
I'm
to
like,
do.
you don't around me, so.
No, I've
Do
done
you do you like actually see what's going on around you, or
No.
No, you can't. But you will have when you wake up.
You can't perceive.
You'll get this like sense of danger or something if somebody's approaching you or something like that. But the worst thing that happened to me was it happened while I was dreaming, and it really freaked me the fuck out. Is you actually see glimpses of what you've seen happening around you, but you do not actually see it.
That happened to me. I'm
so
at
it's like a
camp.
time lapse that happened?
Yeah.
At camp, Jew camp. I was sleeping, and I actually fell
Where
asleep.
you all learn how to defraud everyone else and steal their money.
And half of us were in the chamber.
Mhm.
Well,
gas chamber.
How are the showers over there?
Oh, they're great. They kill half of
That's
us.
fucked up.
Actually, they're really great. Individual stalls, for like 20 of them, good hot water. Alright.
I feel it's very sterile in the Jew camp. That's
Well, like,
fucked up.
okay, so apparently I fell asleep right before we were gonna have like this big day of like sports games, and I fell asleep in my bunk on like the top bunk, and apparently a kid actually even like came up, shook me, and he said I was looking right at him. He shook me, and he was like, "We're leaving," and then he went out the door, and they left me in there, and I was still asleep. And then a guy was running up and like after like 5 hours they were looking for me because they thought I went like missing.
Mm-hmm.
And so a guy came into the cabin and was running up and down the cabin, screaming my name. And I was dreaming of a guy running up and down the cabin screaming my name. So like you perceive what's around you still.
That's what I said. You'll see things that have happened at some point while you're dreaming, and it's freaky.
It's fucking weird.
I'm glad I just have.
I am
nightmares.
fucking weird.
Even if I can't wake myself up from them.
I said I've only done that a couple times, and when it happens, it happened to me actually about a couple days ago when I was actually out on site. I passed out with my eyes open watching YouTube.
2 minutes.
Okay. So, next session we'll find out what the hell is up with this guy Nasher, how it affects you in the town, and maybe Fiona will get her goddamn coal shipment.
maybe.
We have
Which is a quest you guys have failed to share with anyone yet.
Yeah, just
We-
like, no, she was there with us, you said.
No,
so
she.
knows
Oh yeah, she came with us.
She was auto-follow when she wasn't here.
Oh, yeah, nobody's explained shit to me.
We'll
We
we'll
gotta
cover it.
the hot
Nobody
chick.
didn't
We'll
cover
cover it at brunch when we have mojitos
We'll
and pancakes.
cover it in the next exciting episode of Dungeons and Shenanigans.
Or not.
Or not.
Or not, probably.
Or-
Tune in next
No,
time.
yes.
We'll probably
Or
go off
shut
somewhere.
up.